Hi Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is Unveiled Intuition and Tarot. I'm Amber. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, you already know what it is. Welcome back. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, you guys, if this reading resonates with you. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can do that on my website at www.unveiledbyamber.com. And if at the end of this reading you need another level of clarity, then you can follow me over to the extended. The link to do that is down below in the description box. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. You know, there was a lot of like I don't want to say combative energy, but there was definitely like, seems like there's a lot of things moving around you, or you're putting your foot on the gas after being like stagnant, or it's not even stagnant. It's like you've been in some deep thought, you've been strategizing, and now it's go time. The only card, honestly, that fell out, that stood out to me was Shungite in the crystal deck, and it was talking about protecting your energy, I'd like to say. Let me see if I can find it. They're asking me to read it. Okay, they got me coming into the reading. Of course. Oh, it says get real with your truth is what the card says. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Virgo, Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my beloved ancestors, thank you for allowing me to be here to give messages to Virgo for their highest good and their highest good only. So let's see what's going on with you, Virgo. Spirit, what's the message or what's the energy surrounding this connection? Okay. Resistance. Yeah. That's very much so a given. And then externally, you have seasons, Nana Baluku. So you have Gang Sarah and you have Nana Baluku here. I'm going to read both of the cards for you all. With resistance here, I feel like a lot of you guys are being pulled into this portal early on, and you could be resisting it, or there's an energy of you feeling or experiencing some type of ascension right now in this moment, and it's like you feel like yourself like separating from people around you, because I'm looking at this card, which is the number 22. Well, that's when we're going to enter this portal on 222. And then you're coming in externally with this Nana Baluku energy. It's the number 1. And then externally you have 44. So there's a lot of balance coming in for you. Let's see what this resistance card is about. It says Gang Sarah. She represents the shadow of resistance. She's from Tobago. And her temple is the shadows, and the element associated with this card is the bush. It says Shadow Goddess Gang Sarah, the Witch of Golden Lane, blew in Tobago on a determined breeze from West Africa to emancipate her family. You are sacred that you are going to mess it. You are scared that you are going to mess it all up. You may have stumbled, but this is a new day. Learn to show up for yourself. You ghost your own dreams and resist your own magic. Stop holding back, worrying, and pretending to seek perfection that will never come. When it comes to you, stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. When it comes to stepping into your greatness, resistance keeps you stuck. Resistance blocks growth, creativity, and evolution. Resistance may look like procrastination, laziness, disorganization, excuses, or lack of motivation. But there are deeper forces at play. You are resisting the force that you really are. This affirmation says, "This is me, I show up." Okay, show up then. Let's see what this external energy is talking about. I feel like there are a lot of family things going on around you. So Nana Baluku, she's the goddess of seasons. She's from Benin. Not familiar. Benin. Her temple is the threshold of guardians, and the element associated with this card is air. It says Nana Baluku is the most high, supreme being, primordial mother, grandmother, or all the Orishas, deities, and Dahomi's wise woman, herbalist, and healer. Okay. It says you have entered a new cycle that is very old. Yeah. Definitely portal energy. It says allow yourself to become present, trust in divine timing, don't be in such a hurry. There are no shortcuts here. It says, are you ready for a new beginning? You are in or are entering a new season that will force you to evolve. This is a time of major transition. You are not stuck. You are holding on to old patterns. Change can be terrifying. Allow yourself to be mentored. When you choose a new path, you are ripe for self-sabotage. A commitment test from the universe may pop up to delay this new pathway. Stay the course. Your time is now. The affirmation says, I am limitless. You know, Mercury is direct, but for whatever reason, I feel like Virgos may be dealing with some throat chakra energy. Like blocked. It's either blocked or it's either blocked or there's how can I describe it? There's like a bottleneck energy. Like all of this that you want to say, need to say, are interested in expressing, has been built up in this bottle, you know, while we were in the Mercury retrograde. And now there's this energy of like popping the cap, and there's like this bottleneck energy I feel like you're in as far as like resistance goes. Oh yeah, right, because she's actually sitting here like kind of holding her, it's her heart chakra, but she's close enough to her throat chakra. Also being in this cloak of cobalt blue is like clear indication to me that there is a mercurial energy that you're sorting through. Okay, I'm sorry, give me just one moment, Virgo. I just want to make sure you guys can see the cards if I push them up that far. Let's see. Okay, yeah, because I don't know, I guess I moved the camera mount on accident, so the like perimeter that I set up is off. Anyway, that is probably a message. Like maybe you yeah, your boundaries have changed, I feel like, about something. Okay, let's see what the influence of this is, or will be changing your boundaries about something. Sagittarius. I'm kind of glad that came out, because aside from Shungite, Aries fell out. I want to say Sagittarius fell out. But yeah, I was picking up like a fiery energy, or you're either taking on this fiery energy. Externally, you have the 6th house. That is your energy. For a lot of you guys, this reading right now is going to be like the roles are going to be reversed. Like I'm going to be calling you Virgo, and you're maybe not a Virgo. And Virgo is going to be showing up as quote unquote the partner. That's not going to be for everybody, but I do feel like there might be a cross-watcher energy. So the other thing, like with Sagittarius coming out here as the influence, I feel like that's very validating for what I said about this bottleneck energy. It's like there's like a pressure cooking type of energy. Like now you're moving into like letting off steam, or you will be letting off steam here soon. Okay. Sagittarius is very independent. So also with this heading to the 1, there could definitely be a separation for some of you. Or the person that you're connecting with could be experiencing some type of separation. There could be some type of adventure. That's so funny. Like I was outside, so I was already I had already prepped the cards for your reading, and I went outside for a little bit, and I was looking on Amazon for a gift for one of my cousins who's gonna get married on the portal. Actually, she gets married on 222, and I was looking at I don't know if you guys have ever seen the kids movie Up. But I really adore that movie as far as like a lighthearted like love story. I think it's like the cutest movie. And so I was looking for a photo album that is like a mock-up from the photo album that they had in the movie. I think, you know, like it's called the adventure book in the movie. So on Amazon, I was looking for that photo album to send to them because they're gonna go and get married out of state. And she's a photographer, so I was like, oh, I should send her this photo album before they get married, so when she comes back from the wedding and stuff, she'll already have like the album to start putting photos in or whatever. So it's just really interesting that that was coming up. And then you have Sagittarius here, which is about travel. So for some of y'all, you definitely, marriage could be a topic of discussion, but overall just like union itself. And for some of you, it's not quite there yet as far as like making a commitment to anyone, but there is an energy of like wanting to travel to a person or freeing yourself from one situation so you can travel to someone. Okay, so let's see, how is Virgo showing up in this connection? Connect to heart. I really like that for you. Externally, you have share wisdom here. Yeah, there's a completion of a cycle. I definitely see you going separate ways from someone. How does Virgo's person show up? Strength. Okay, so heavy on the fire sign. Like I said, it could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. Aries came out in the pre-shuffle. Yeah, you have the universe with the creator here, definitely ending something so that you can make room for something else. Okay, I want to read these two, and I'm gonna tell, I don't think Virgo mind, because Virgo be focusing in on the details, but I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, just in case the cross watchers is getting a little aggy, I am not the owner of this channel. This channel belongs to my ancestors, and lately they have asked me to read almost every single book meaning for these cards. So if you're upset about that, there is something that you could do. You could find you another fucking reader. Okay, so anyway, just want to throw that out there. Let's see what this connect to heart says. Connect to heart is on page 78. Okay, it says this card asks you to connect to the heart space. This is a place of bravery, integration, vulnerability, and compassion. This may mean pushing past any fear you may have and opening up to true connection. This may mean finding forgiveness or empathy. This may mean softening. Most of us have layers of defense mechanisms around our heart that prevent us from being present, from receiving love, and from giving it. This card asks you to examine what armor you can let go of and where you can nurture yourself in this space. The animal associated with this card is the dog. It says we can call upon dog as a teacher of vulnerability and unconditional love. When dogs are bonding to their human, it is typically a rather quick process. Even those that have significant trauma can sense when they are safe and will open up to their companions. Small acts like rolling onto their backs to expose their belly is a major act of trust, as they are exposing their most vulnerable parts to you. In general, dogs move through life constantly looking for love and connection. They are an ally to call upon when you have had painful experiences that have closed you off to life and other people. Dog will teach you how to open up and allow love in when you're overwhelmed with fear. The herb associated with this card is hawthorn. It says hawthorn has incredibly potent medicine for the heart. It is used to support chest pain, irregular heartbeat, congestive heart failure, blood pressure, hardening of arteries, and cholesterol. It supports us in the same way energetically for times when our heart has hardened or we have become cynical. Hawthorne supports us as we soften and open up to life and love after heartbreak. It is also supportive for us if we need a gentle opening to feelings we have locked away and repressed. That's that bottleneck energy. It's like like I'm getting like message in a bottle type like energy. Anyway, okay, the card or the stone associated with this card is rose quartz. Somebody's really uncomfortable about communicating, y'all. I don't know if it's you or if it's the person that you're connecting to, but I keep wanting to like close the book and like shy away from it, okay? So the stone associated with this card is rose quartz. It says rose quartz is the ultimate heart stone. It supports us in love for ourselves, love for others, for life, family, friends, or our work and our community and environment. It says if we have felt cold and shut down, rose quartz can activate our heart and awaken it to all that there is to love in our life. If we have anger and resentment, rose quartz can gently wash it away. Call on rose quartz if you need a guide as you do any hard work. Okay. Now, for some of y'all, this is quite literally a conversation that you need to have with a Leo, or you will be having with a Leo. Because for me, I associate the heart chakra with Leo. And then, like, I mean, oddly enough, your person is showing up here as strength. Okay, so let's see what this strength card is talking about. This is on page 30. It says this card indicates a time where you need to tap into your reserve of strength and resilience. There may be things coming up in your life right now that require your courage and willingness to be uncomfortable. Yes, yeah. This is going to be one interesting conversation whenever it's had. It says our ability to adjust to any transition, loss, or change will depend on our patience in riding out the storm. Sometimes we have to do this without a map. Whatever is coming up for you right now, understand that it will pass. And you just need to believe that you can move through it. You know, let me pause for just a minute because I feel like there is a deeper, like, meaning or, I don't think that it was by accident that I was out there looking for the damn photo album associated with the book Up or with the movie Up. And then this energy is coming up for you. So for those of you who have never seen the movie, you don't know anything about it, it starts off with like two characters that are children. One of the little boy in the character, or the little boy that's the main character, he becomes an old man later, but he is very like reserved, doesn't really talk much, very observant, seems to be very adventurous, but he's almost a mute. Oddly enough. So, you know, I do feel like that resonates with somebody here, that somebody's a mute, like they have been wanting to say something but they didn't know how, or it makes them extremely uncomfortable to speak and express themselves. Maybe they could also, if that's your partner, they could also like have a lot of masculine energy where they prefer to express themselves through actions that they take and like acts of service, things that they do for people. But in this circumstance or this situation or this connection that you guys are in, or even this like just place in this cycle, they're being required to speak up. The other character in the movie, the little girl, she's like off the chain, right? She's like super adventurous. She's like tomboyish. She's, you know, pushing and egging him on to do certain things that he would not otherwise even imagine doing. And so she brings out like the best parts of him or whatever. So they end up getting married. And so the movie, fast forward, it shows, you know, them growing old with one another. And they both have like this fascination with a pilot or some type of like pioneer or whatever. And that's how they end up you know, playing together as kids. They're like reenacting things that like this pilot slash pioneer does. So their goal as a couple is to go to Niagara Falls. And the movie shows like them putting their pennies and quarters and all that good stuff in a jar, you know, where they have like this vision board of Niagara Falls. And you watch them throughout the movie like get together. Oh shoot. Now I'm thinking about the movie. They have there's a part in the movie where these two are pregnant and they're planning to, you know, have their first child, and then the child passes away. And the wife is not the same after that. I feel like that might be significant to some of you all, especially because she's holding this egg. There could be some of you that maybe lost a child, or there could be like an energy of, I don't even like to use the word abortion. No, you know, no judgment passed, because to each is its own. And I don't, it's, you know, why they keep having me interject politics in these readings? Jesus. I do not feel like the government should have any type of reign over decisions that a mother or a family makes about the dynamic of their family. But for me personally, I don't believe, I don't, that's not something I would get into. Anyway, okay, so orca is the animal that is associated with this card. It says the orca is also known as the killer whale for its hunting ferocity, but it is simultaneously thought of as a gentle giant. They live in the same pod for their entire life, and they rely on one another to hunt and protect the pod. In this way, orca shows us that we are not alone. It encourages you to hold counsel and call on community as you navigate the rough waters. The tree associated with this card is the sycamore. It says the sycamore is one of the oldest species of trees on this earth. The name sycamore comes from the fact that the tree looks sickly. The old layers of the bark tears and peels away, making way for the inner bark. This results in a collage of different hues of brown, green, and white. It is a reminder that while we may be going through trials and do not feel strong, we are growing through our determination to endure. Call upon sycamore as a guide in getting in touch with your strength when you feel uncertain, and shaky. It says allow yourself to simultaneously hold your strength and your vulnerability. The stone associated with this is labradorite. Well, another one of my favorites. It says labradorite is a stone that can open up our psychic and intuitive abilities, while also strengthening our will and protecting our personal energies. It is helpful when we are working through challenges and need to protect ourselves from getting drained or taking on things that are not ours. It is also a teacher of paradox. When we feel the weakest, it is a reminder that at the opposite end of the spectrum is our power. While it may feel like polar opposites, they exist on the same continuum and you can transit between them. That's a fucking portal. That would be the definition of a portal. Let me read that again. It says, while it may feel like polar opposites, referencing your weakest point and your strongest, it says they exist on the same continuum and you can transit between them. That's a fucking portal. It says use labradorite as a teacher of self-preservation and to help you see the strengths in your perceived weaknesses. Okay, so you guys could definitely be dealing with a Leo, but the other thing that I gathered is that some of you guys may be on the cusp, where like you're a Virgo in Western astrology, but if you check your chart in Vedic astrology, you possibly are a Leo. What the fuck is going on with y'all throat chakra? Are y'all partners chakra? Okay, y'all forgive me if I trip all over my words. I feel like I'm tapped into either your energy or your partner's. Spirit, show me the connection. What's the energy surrounding this connection? The sun? Shut the fuck up. Wow. Okay. Wow. And then externally, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So this is either you, Virgo, working on some type of offer, or this is someone else working on an offer to give to you. Yeah, see, Three of Swords, Emperor, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, and that's going to the 9. Okay. I mean, the sun is pretty damn self-explanatory. And for some of y'all, maybe this loss occurred when the sun was in Sagittarius. So like towards the end of last year. And like the grieving process, or even if like you were grieving and now it's time to like address like the logistics, right? Like for anybody who like may have lost a mother or a father or something like that, it's like you know, you do need that time to grieve and mourn. But then there's that energy of like, all right, well, let me look at my mom's finances, my dad's finances, or whatever. Let me, you know, address their debts. You know, let me go over to the house and start to clear out their things. Like that might be the energy that you're coming out of. Like you just work through all of that and now you're ready to maybe speak about it. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of y'all too may have been like on some type of bereavement leave, and now you're going back to work with the sun here, and the Eight of Pentacles. I can't deny the presence of the wheat in this card, and it has never ever even stood out to me like this before, but wheat is associated with fertility. So some of you all, oh, and she looks pregnant. Actually, she looks like she's got a little bit of a like baby bump here. But that could have been a past energy. Okay. How does Virgo view the sun being their connection situation here? How does Virgo view this? Yeah, the Five of Swords. Virgo, I feel like either you or... Whoa! Y'all see that shit? What I was about to say is like, Virgo, I feel like either you or your person, whatever they're about to say, it like errs on the side of reckless. And as I'm saying that, then the devil just flipped out here. So I definitely do feel like that is the case. I'm going to set this aside. It feels like it's third party-ish. Show me how Virgo's partner or person is viewing the sun. It seems like a commitment too, because like Five of Swords is a platonic energy. It's like friendship, right? It can also be mind games at times, but I don't really get that here. I just get the energy of like somebody's just gonna say it. They're just gonna go for it, and whatever the consequences are after that, they'll deal with it. That's the energy that I'm getting at, or at least how you're viewing this. Oh, that's right. The Shungite said, get real with your truth, right? So yeah, for some of y'all, you thought about this for a long time, and now you're ready to speak on it. Yeah, passing through the bottleneck is what I just heard here. Spirit, tell me how Virgo's person views this. Wow, the Six of Wands, and you still have the sun here. Both of these are Leo cards. All three of these are Leo cards. The sun, the Six of Wands, this is Jupiter in Leo, and then you have Strength here. Externally, you have the High Priestess. I feel like this person is doing the listening. Yeah, and then you have the Empress card here and the Five of Pentacles. Literally, somebody could be having a conversation about like losing their mom or their grandmother or something like that. Or there could be an energy of like, the reason why I was so like detached or distant or whatever was because I experienced this loss most recently or something like that. This person's mother, grandmother, some type of significant female in someone's life has definitely passed on. As I'm looking at her up here in these clouds. But I also feel an energy too that like what this person might say or what you might say to this person is that you had some type of dream or you had some type of like epiphany, and it made you realize that they're supposed to move in your direction or you're supposed to move in this person's direction. It's like it was a wish of whoever this is that passed on. Or there's an energy of like you meet someone or whoa, spirit. Okay. Y'all that are new here, if you don't know, I am a medium. It is the only gift of all my gifts that makes me uncomfortable. I was explaining this in a personal reading because one of her ancestors, someone who passed away around her, just came in the room, made their presence known. Okay. It's not something that I am comfortable with. Like I just said, I feel like somebody just came in this room with me. The reason why I'm so uncomfortable with being a medium, and I was explaining this to one of my private clients, is because I don't want to be an advocate for any spirits that are like taunting or meddling, like I just don't want to be utilized for that. And I haven't mastered my gift enough to identify who it is that is soliciting my services as a medium. You know what I mean? Like trying to utilize me to reach their loved ones. I don't know how to decipher who it is other than describing it to the person I'm reading for and leaving it up to them to decipher. That makes me uncomfortable. But I have to say this, that I feel like somebody's like mother, grandmother, older sister, something like that. Somebody told you something maybe like right before they passed away, or they told you something on their deathbed. Yo, this is deep. It's an energy of like, if I can just say what I'm hearing in my head is like, my only wish is for you to marry off, or, I will be watching you up from heaven. I'm expecting for you to, somebody could have also left behind an heirloom. Because now I'm hearing something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, which is, the saying that is associated with marriage. But somebody could have left like a wedding ring, or this could be an energy of like somebody's mother's like wedding dress being like an heirloom in the family or something, and then you find somebody who like could literally fit in the wedding dress. Or for my like feminine energies, it's like your mom or your grandmother or somebody passed along like this brooch, or again like a wedding dress type of energy. And then maybe like you've been losing weight too, because I can also see here like a physical transformation. Okay, I'm gonna get into this in a minute, but well, if I can be honest, like now that I'm reading the rest of this energy, this devil card feels like a commitment, an attachment, a marriage, big time. Yeah. Okay. What is Virgo's intentions towards this person? Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I told you, I feel like it's you that's either working on an offer or something like that. Externally, you have the Nine of Cups. So there is, see, it's an offer towards some type of like emotional satisfaction, but it's like the ultimate like emotional satisfaction. In the event that this is, oh my gosh, y'all. Because the Ace of Pentacles, this is the minor arcana to the sun for me. This is like as above, so below. What's on the top? Yeah, look, the Ace of Cups and the Star. Well, we'll go to the Ten of Cups. And the only way that this person feels like they're going to, like, I guess, like, fulfill this. This could even be an energy, too, where, like, somebody has an inheritance that they are going to receive because of this person that has passed along, but there are terms and conditions to receiving it, and one of them is to get married. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, Virgo, especially if you feeling some type of way about it and you resonate with that and you like, man, I'm out here trying to have a fucking hot girl summer. And, you know, my mom then said I gotta go and settle down in order for me to inherit the house or something like that. Like, it's not funny, but some of y'all, like, it is like you went through you're like cycling through the phases. Like, you went from the phase of like being sad, being at a loss, mourning, and then like also then feeling like honored and challenged with whatever these terms and conditions are that you need to meet, right, in order to make this ancestor happy. And then you went through like anger and frustration because maybe the person that you're currently dating or attached to does not meet these conditions or something like that, or there's an energy of like you have to have an heir or you have to have a child and this person cannot get pregnant. Like, it's something like that. There's something about meeting terms and conditions, because I keep looking at this Nana Baluko and it's like she does have some type of gift, some type of cosmic. There's I often associate the egg with like cosmic origin. Okay, so it's like if we think about this in the sense of cycles of life, this person passing along, it's like this person has made it to heaven and now they're sitting up there and they've met your like spirit baby and they're waiting. They want you to conceive this child or something like that, but something's off with like the person that you're currently dealing with or something like that. Okay, tell me what this person's intentions are towards Virgo. I was gonna call you Leo. What's this person's intentions? The Hangman. They're waiting. Yeah, they're waiting, possibly waiting for you to regain some type of strength. Their intentions are definitely to be like to surrender. Oh, this is your 7th house. Pisces is your 7th house. Jupiter and Leo. Well, Jupiter is in Pisces right now. Yeah, the Magician with the 9 of Cups. This is like what they... Oh, shoot. The Magician just fell out here and... Whoa. Yeah, see, I feel like they want this. They're hoping for this. But part of them knows that you're in a space of healing, or vice versa. This is you like waiting, surrendering to your person's healing process. And see, this is Jupiter and Saturn here together, which I want to say Saturn is in Aquarius. Pisces is transiting, or Jupiter is transiting Pisces right now, but then it'll go back into Aquarius. When that takes place, there's a possibility that that's when this like commitment is gonna have. I really hope that I'm not predicting death, y'all, because I'm picking up on a past person, but then I'm seeing the cemetery at the end of the road over here. Okay. Tell me more about the sun. Okay. Yeah, look, y'all, it's the King of it's the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. And man, I'm telling y'all, as we get deeper and deeper into this reading, she wearing a lot and a lot less. I'm just saying. There's also an energy too of transparency. Thank you, Spirit. So like in this 6 of Wands energy, she's starting off in this orange dress. And not only is she starting off in this orange dress, but she also has she's round, right? She's fluffy around the edges. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Baby looking thicker than a Snicker. And then when we get here into the sun energy, she has on the same dress, but there's a transformation. Like I said, that could be the death energy that I'm picking up here. Like somebody just completely shedding a way of being and transforming. And then when I'm clarifying that with the King of Pentacles and the, oh, this is the Page of Swords. Anyway, when I'm clarifying it, well, now it looked like she didn't have some special design to her dress. The midsection is missing. The midsection is missing. And that's what I'm saying. It's like an energy of, I don't know why I pick up like fertility very heavily. Okay. Can you tell me how Virgo feels about this person? How do they feel about this person? King of Swords. Well, you feel very, like you got your mind made up. And then the butterflies here, definitely there's something about your idea that has transformed about this person, your thoughts, the way you conceptualize them. Why is conception coming up? There's a lot of fertility here, guys. There's a wedding ring on his finger. And that's what I'm saying. There's like a transformation here to like the King of Pentacles. And then you have this Page of Swords. Some of you guys are going to give birth to an air sign. A baby coming in Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius season. Bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Cups. Yeah, there's an energy of knowing that it's this person, but there's something about terms and conditions. Whoa. You might be wondering if this person wants you. Yeah, and then you have now the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. You could be wondering if this person wants you. You could become a little bit like confused about that. When I say confused about that, it's like if you thought about, I don't know who did who wrong here. It don't even matter because y'all clearly about to move on past that shit. But this could be an energy of like when you're thinking about all of the things that you did to this person or put them through. You're like, ooh, I don't know if this person is going to accept my offer or my gesture, right? With the Five of Swords, there's something risky about the conversation, speaking your truth or whatever the case may be, actually speaking from your heart. There's something about it that makes you uncomfortable. But as far as like how you feel about them, you feel like you need to be direct, like you need to be upfront and honest. But you could, like I said, be thinking about things that you put this person through and thinking to yourself, like, there's no fucking way that this person's going to take me back. There's no way this person is going to accept my offer, etc., etc. Some of you guys, too, could be getting a divorce and then, like, literally turning right back around and making some type of proposal to somebody else because of what I just said. Because you could be with someone who cannot bear children. You have terms and conditions to some type of, that's coming in here strong, y'all. You have some type of terms and conditions, even if they're not written in white and black. It's like some unspoken taboo shit. But you know that you have to have an heir or something like that. This person cannot give you an heir, and so there's this need to move in this direction, or there's this inner knowing or awareness that this person over here is the right person. Because this past person could not produce a child. Now, for those of you where this is not about pregnancy, and I'd be surprised if you're here watching this, your intuition led you here, and this shit is coming up like this with all this pregnancy energy, and you're not it's not for you, then I'm sorry. I just have to throw this out there. You could be the third party. If you can't have children, if you cannot, I could be giving you the tea right now. That there's somebody here who has some type of like terms and conditions to a contract, to some type of, it could even be a spiritual contract, y'all. Like this person, no, they had dreams about having a child and been trying to have a child with you, and you can't, and they can't. And so they know that they have to end this cycle with you. In fact, And for those of you that resonates, I want to let you know here right now that this is not an easy move for Virgo. There's resistance here. I mean, they have to do what it is they're called to do. And if they don't, there's a tower here. There's a storm brewing. It said that in this card. And then I think when I read this one, it also said something about like a storm or weathering a storm or whatever, being prepared, or, you know, like having the strength to get through a storm. It doesn't matter if they want to stay with you. There's a tower that's about to clear out this cycle. And this is wild too, for those of you too where you've been trying to conceive a child with this person and it hasn't gone well. There could be a situation where, like, as soon as you guys break up and you move on, you may end up conceiving a child. And you guys will find out that you weren't supposed to be together. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's what I'm getting. Tell me how this person feels towards Virgo. How do they feel towards Virgo? How does this person feel towards Virgo? The Hermit. See, I told y'all from the very beginning that I was getting an energy that it was going to be like a flip, or there's like this cross watcher energy. I'm going to tell y'all one thing. It don't matter which. I get an energy of somebody saving themselves. Because she's got on this white dress. Which to me gives purification. And then it's coming after the Hangman, which this is the 12th house. This will be an energy of surrendering all things. In order to come into some type of enlightenment, particularly, there could be someone who's surrendering some type of like low vibrational behavior, drinking, smoking, substance abuse, sexual addictions. It could be addictions to anything though. This could be someone who throws themselves into work, you know, and has no type of like social life or whatever the case may be. But with the Hermit here, how this person feels, I told you that they're waiting. There's an energy of this person holding out or having some type of strength to wait. But I really feel like this is a cross watcher read, and I feel like whoever's watching this, you're probably showing up as Virgo, and this is Virgo's energy over here. Okay, what's hidden in this situation? What was that? The universe. What's hidden? I'm gonna read this card. They said whatever comes out here. What's hidden in this situation? The Nine of Pentacles is coming out as an issue. Now, before I read this card, the Nine of Pentacles is actually pre-Empress energy. It is prior to pregnancy. We got the Empress come out here in reverse. Like I told you guys, there could have been a loss of a child or something to that effect. I'm going to say it again, that if fertility, pregnancy is not resonating with you, then sure, this could be about like your singleness. Like what's hidden is that somebody's not single here. King of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles, this would definitely be someone who's in a commitment, but I really do not get that, because what's behind him is the Sun, and then you got the Sun coming through here. I feel like there's somebody's trying to get someone pregnant, okay? Or already has. Just throw that out there. I want to read this. Where is the book? Okay. This is the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcanas, for those of you that are wondering. So, Nine of Pentacles. Let's see. Remember that I asked what's hidden, okay? And typically when cards come out sideways for me, guys, if you're new here, it's a blockage. It could be an issue. It could be something that needs addressing or whatever the case may be. And oddly enough, it is sitting here in the hidden energy. So this may not even be, you don't know about this yet, or it's something that you sense energetically, but it hasn't like shown itself. Okay. So it says the goddess of the Nine of Pentacles is dripping with abundance. Surrounded by her fruitful accomplishments and harvest of abundant pentacles, she stands encased in all the luxury she deserves. Her wealth and high social stature precede her as she stands, in control of her emotions, which only fly at her command. She is enjoying this moment of abundance and relaxing in luxury, as she is now at true harmony with her finances in material life. See, that's what I'm talking about. Either that's the problem here, or this hasn't happened for you yet, Virgo, and you don't even know that there's something that's coming up. I think that you do, though. And maybe the other person doesn't. I just want to let y'all know I'm not confused. I'm going back and forth because I'm picking up on a cross-watcher energy. But this is going to 10 of Pentacles here. So, or somebody doesn't see this coming. Somebody has some type of, something's going on with their finances, their structure, their stability, especially with the 12th house here. This person definitely could have lost out on something, because when I see the Hangman, it always, to me, feels like it's somebody getting their pockets emptied out, right? Like being turned upside down and shaken, like for all of the, yeah, it's also an energy of like shaking the hive. Okay. This says the Nine of Pentacles represents having worked hard and now being able to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Your success is well deserved and you have achieved some level of financial independence by your own actions. I'm sorry, I had to laugh real quick because I heard, I don't know who this ancestor is, but I heard them say all they got to do is get married or something. Something like that, or they will as soon as they have this child, or something like that. It says do not, oh, okay. Some of you guys too may come from some type of like religious belief or background or cultural background of like having marriages arranged or something like that. Maybe you guys went against the grain and you married someone who your ancestors didn't approve of, or you did have an arranged marriage and that's not working out. You're finding that it's out of alignment with you. You could be going through a separation because you want to be with someone who definitely has different belief systems than your family. It says, do not be afraid to reward yourself for all the work you have put in. However, make sure you are making wise financial decisions and investments that can lead to the sustainment of your financial success in the future. I'm going to go ahead and read the reversed meaning of this card because it's in between. It says, in its reverse, you may be questioning or undervaluing yourself. It is okay to take care of yourself and splurge on the, that's supposed to say splurge. And splurge on the things you want at times. Make sure you delegate both time and funds to your own happiness, for the focus is not necessarily on income, but the outcome of your existence. I really like that. Okay. And then look, guys, underneath, oh my God, underneath this, look. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles, Death, and the Three of Cups. And I can read this either way. Either way, I just keep, and then look, with the Hangman, I'm asking how this person, let me see. That's how you're showing up. What's this person's intentions? The Hangman, to wait for you, right? Well, you have Death here. This person just went through some type of purification or transformation or something like that. This person could be going through some type of divorce. Or this could be Virgo showing up, coming through some type of divorce or something like that. But there's definitely some type of reconnection or celebration. I feel like it's leading to some type of solid commitment. I mean, you have a pair here. You have a match. Some of you guys could literally just be wondering, like, is this person single? Are they free? Yeah, they are. Or they're on the brink of being. Okay. Let's see where this is headed. And then I am going to get into the conversation of this connection. Okay, I'm gonna pull 3 rows of cards with the oracle, and we're gonna find out like what you guys are communicating with one another that's not being said or spoken, like more so on an energetic level or telepathically or through 5D in the dream space, or an energy of like you guys may have seen each other and you didn't say anything, but there was a look in someone's eye. That will be up here. I'm going to pull a second row for what the verbal conversation is like or reactions to. So if somebody was left on red and maybe they didn't tell you how they felt about it, I'm going to pull what those energies might look like, vice versa for the cross watcher. And then I'm going to pull a third row down here for what the conversation will be like depending on where this is headed. And at the end, I'm going to pull an outcome card, and then we're going to go on over to the extended and find out more about how you feel about that outcome, your person's feelings, how you view it, etc., what it means for you and this person, okay? So, Spirit, where is this headed? The Supreme? Yo. With the King of Wands. I feel like the wait is over with the Supreme card here, because the first thing I looked at is the hourglass that she's holding, and all of the sand is seeming to me, it seems like it's at the bottom. Okay, so that's where this is headed. They said read the card. Okay, Spirit, are we doing what you want us to do? Damn right. Obedience is better than sacrifice. It says all is connected, all is you, and at all times you have the power to connect fully and be your all-powerful self. The Supreme, from stardust, our immortal souls arise and merge into form. And by destiny, an occurrence just as rare as the sight of an eclipse shall ascend a true force. The Supreme. Her pure intentions are blessed by the universe as she caresses the journey that moves at the pace of her will. Oh my gosh, look, at the pace of her will. And this looks like somebody who is possibly passed over. Like this is somebody up in the heavens, in the ethers, who have some type of... Okay. I'm sure y'all gonna tell me in the comments. But when I said her will, it made me feel like it's some like terms and conditions that somebody wrote out in order for somebody to receive some type of inheritance. It says she is guided by her ancestors in merging all her lessons to accomplish her goals. This resilient goddess is at no time defeated because she knows she is indeed a true goddess, only bound by mortal form, and all she wishes at all times is possible. I don't know why I can't speak. It says, know the power of the Supreme is divine. This is a time to accept yourself as the all-powerful goddess that you are. You are every moment in time, both individually and as a collective history and future. By ways of our womb, by ways of our womb, by ways of our womb. I don't want y'all to miss it. Hand and mind, your desires shall manifest. Reign as both the creator and the creation. Well, that's what you had here in the threads of fate. I want to say externally it was the universe and the creator. Let me see. I think it's still sitting here. Yeah, the universe and the creator. And look, this looks like this is someone who has their hands in this above the ethers, provoking some type of action. I feel that here with the Six of Wands too, like somebody's on the brink of success, but they have to do something. Okay, this says, by ways of your womb, hand and mind, your desires shall manifest. Reign as both the creator and the creation, for you are protected. The universe and all your ancestors are waiting to aid you. All you need is confidence, and you are indeed who you are, the Supreme. It says, utilize all that you know intellectually and spiritually to create the eternal success you are capable of. You can do it. Okay. Oh, they want me to read the reversal too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. Spirit. It says, in its reversal, you have forgotten who you are and the unique powers you possess. You may feel as if you're sinking into the darkness and your cups may now be empty. You could be losing your pinnacles and experiencing a lack of energetic expansion, which ultimately can result in you taking the ultimate defense. But it's time to relax. Open your eye and realize who you are. For at all times you have the power, standing your truth with your purest of hearts, for the universe is at your aid. That's beautiful. Okay, so that like reversal meaning, I definitely feel Like some of y'all, like your money is fucked up behind this. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah. And it's all because you're with someone that's not in alignment with your highest vibration or what your ancestors want for you, or both. Or you're in a circumstance or a situation. It may not be about love, but I don't feel like that's what the lick read, y'all. This has love written all over it. Okay. All right, so that's where this is headed. Before I move on, let me just ask about this because I said I would. Why is the devil here for Virgo? Why is the devil here? The Empress, y'all. And that's what I was going to tell y'all, like, when I never really paid attention, but there's a pentacle hanging here, and you guys probably can't even see it clear in the camera, but it looks like a baby swaddled. And then you have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Wands. There's something that needs to be done here. Okay. I don't want these out here. Put the devil away, too. Somebody is waiting on you to have a child. Okay. Okay, let's see. So again, just to let you guys know what's up with this, the first role is going to be the tone of the conversation. It's everything basically but verbal communication. So it could have been what this person was looking at you like or whatever. The second role is the impression of the conversation. So it would be impressions of things that were said, have been said, or will be said. And then the bottom row is going to be the future of this conversation, okay? Where I start isn't the end. So what that mean? And it's coming out in reverse. Interesting. Linda, aka Bag Lady, crying confidence, mental stimulation. When it hits you, and stuck in my ways. Let me just get up and look at the camera real quick and make sure you guys can see all these cards. Yeah. Okay, so this where I start isn't the end, and what that mean in reverse, like I said, it was kind of it's getting laughable again. It's taking me back to that energy of like you find out what the terms and conditions are and you're like, you fucking kidding, right? I don't know what this is about, y'all. And if it is about your money, it's an energy of like, I gotta do what? It was like, I'm not doing that for a penny. You know what I mean? So some of y'all are packing it up and you're looking back at this situation thinking to yourself like, damn, if I hadn't have made those decisions back there, I wouldn't be right here right now. Right? So where I start isn't the end. Energetically, you could be letting this person know. You may not even know this, but you could be communicating with them energetically and they know that you're cutting ties or you're in the process of breaking free from a cycle. With Bag Lady here, again, I'm just going, and then crying confidence. This goes back to what I said. I feel like somebody's money is fucked up off this situation with whoever this is. With this Five of Swords and King of Swords, it didn't even dawn on me at first. This is the Six of Swords energy. So it's a energy of like being being stripped down. Oh yeah, both of them are naked. Like they ain't got nothing but words at this point. Ain't no money in the situation. Ain't no fucking love. Ain't none of that. No passion. No nothing. I don't like this. Over here, you have mental stimulation and when it hits you, but then you got stuck in your ways. So again, this goes back to what I was saying. There's a possibility that Virgo, there's big cross-watcher energy here. Somebody reading you like a book. With mental stimulation when it hits you. But I feel like this is Virgo's energy over here. That's what Virgos be doing that. Virgos will read the fuck out of people. They be quiet. They be in a room just observing. See this whole like stuck in your ways? Or it's an energy. Yeah, see this seem like some. Yeah, this is like. Man, I don't know where y'all was. But I really wish I was a fly on the wall. Because this is an intense fucking like stare down or like making eye connect. Maybe you don't even know this person like that. I'd be surprised. Well, no, that's true. It could be new love with the Ace of Pentacles here and then the Hermit in the 12th house here. like being stripped down to absolutely nothing and then running into somebody with the Page of Swords. It could be new love. Honestly, I just feel like it's probably a new cycle with a person. Like maybe you guys started off as friends, or it was platonic or casual, and it won't be here in the near future. But with this, when it hits you and then stuck in my ways, man, somebody knows that somebody's going through some type of shedding or transformation. She looks like her, and she's crying this yellow, which gives me the sun, like Leo. Okay, frequency, speak to me. That's what I'm saying. This is like some silent, unspoken taboo. Sight set above me. See, somebody, this is somebody's ancestor or something making some type of demands from above. Oh my God. I'm telling you, this is that energy like when you first make the realization like, oh shit, it's you. Or oh shit, this is why my money is fucked up. It's you, bitch, spending all my shit. No, I'm just kidding. It says, can you handle it? This feels like a summons. That's what I got when this card flipped out. It's a summons. Yeah, this is an energy of like being called to the principal's office, and you like, what the fuck did I do? You know? Some of y'all too may be paying for somebody else's mistakes. That's what I get. Yeah. Like the person that you were in a relationship or connected to or something like that. Like they left, they're gone, and they left you holding the bag. I am body goals. Seems like it's coming out as, seemed like I wanted to come out like as an issue. But that goes back to what I was saying about whoever this is. This person is very, very guarded. Energetically, like saving themselves, and they may not know that they even saving themselves for you, but they saving themselves for the one. Let me say that, especially like with this oh, this person might be bipolar. No shade, okay, but I was about to say that it would almost like rolled off my tongue, like it was supposed to be said. They could be bipolar, but what I was going to bring to you all's attention is the polar opposites here. This yin and yang type energy, because she's dressed in all white and she's dressed in all black. It gives me like a yin and yang type of vibe here. And then you have elevated vibes in this trial. I just heard you ain't never been with a baddie. I don't even know the rest of the words to this song, but that's what I got over here. Like, you ain't never been with nobody. I don't even know what the rest of the words are. But yeah, there's something very pure about this person over here. With the Three of Cups, I do feel like there's going to be some type of reconnection. Some of you guys may have met this person at the gym, or you met them like, some of y'all met them at work. Some of you guys met this person at school. Okay. And let's see where this is headed, this conversation here. Let's go, little kitty cat. Now see, what I'm hearing Beyonce song. Let's go, little kitty cat. He don't want you anymore. No. Somebody's being excused from the party. Real is real. Yeah, all the shade. Picking up the pieces of me. Yeah, because you see something clearer. Less is more. A surprise gift or gesture. Okay, then. Well, what did I say? That's what I'm saying. She looked like a bride in this hermit card. And here's the bride. A surprise gift or gesture. This card always gives me Leo vibes because she's got this gold wrapped around like her neck and her fingers. Well, let me get one more. Kick off your shoes and relax your feet. Okay. Externally, you have raised standards. So again, this goes back to, I feel like, looking back on something, or you met someone most recently. Maybe you guys exchanged numbers, or maybe it's an energy of like this is something as casual as like this person goes to the same gym as you, and there's something weird about the energy or the magnetism or the connection. It's making you look at this situation deeper. And you ain't never been with a body. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get an outcome card, and then we're going to go over to the extended. If you haven't already done so, I'd really appreciate it if you all would like, comment, share, and subscribe. I was telling some of the other signs that the reason why I decided to start the Patreon is because I would like to speak more candidly. There are sometimes things that I'm seeing in the cards that are like political or even like global. I sometimes will see things that are about economics, and I don't got time for YouTube or the government, or for that matter, people that are watching me, right? People in my own personal circle and situation, all in my business. So the Patreon is much more intimate, and we're gonna have a lot of fun over there. So if you are fucking with me, then follow me over to the extended. The link to do that is in the description box down below. What's the outcome here for Virgo? What's the outcome, sir? The King of Cups. I like it. I like that. Externally, you have the Page of Wands. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is some type of emotional outburst. This is, again, this is that bottleneck energy. There's something too with like this raised standards. With this King of Cups, it just gave me glass ceilings or shattered glass or something like that. Oh, right. And then you have this. What's that saying? Don't throw stones at a glass house or something like that. Some of y'all too, maybe y'all pass judgment on this person. What? Percy. I'm not even gonna comment on that. If you know, you know. Some of y'all pass judgment on this person before you got a chance to know them, Virgo. Vice versa, Virgo. Somebody could have passed judgment on you before they got to know you, and maybe you give off like a sexual vibe, or you know, a promiscuous vibe or something like that. Because I don't know, Scorpios, for me, like, and they shadow energy, they got love for everyone. But that's no shade to Scorpios, because they can be very, very devoted and devout partners. But when they in their shadow or they player ways, no. And so somebody could have judged you, or you could have judged somebody early on, especially with this carnelian showing up here. Yeah, and see, you got the Ace of Cups. This is somebody speaking from their heart. This is what the conversation is about. I'm telling y'all what the outcome is before we even get into the extended. There must be more to unpack here. So anyway, with this carnelian energy, I just feel like this conversation, it's about a date, an arrangement, something like that. Yeah, with the Three of Cups, meeting up again. Okay. So, if you're going over to the extended, we're going to find out a little bit more about this. I'm going to get into who this actually is. And then we're going to refresh the conversation and all that good stuff. If this brought you guys enough clarity at this point, I love you guys. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. And for those of you that are following me, let's roll, baby.